Hey you guys, okay, so I am making hamburger steak or Salisbury steak, or I don't know what else it could be called, but we called it hamburger steak growing up, Salisbury steak. That's what I'm making. I'm actually making a large batch. I'm making 2 to 2.5 pounds worth. I again whipped out my KitchenAid and mixed it up. But I'm actually making this to go in the freezer. You make it, you cook it all the way through, you cook everything, you put it in the pan, you let it cool down, and then you put it in the freezer for another day. I have been making, pardon my dirty fridge, I've been making breadcrumbs. I toasted up more bread, put it in my blender, and blended it to death, and now it's in my breadcrumb bread bag, and that's going to go in the freezer for when I need breadcrumbs again. I don't season mine because if there's something that I want seasoning added to the breadcrumbs, I'll add it when I put it in the recipe. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave them plain breadcrumbs. But I will bring y'all back here in a few minutes when I've got all my patties done and I start working on my gravy and get it put in the pans, and I'll just kind of show you what it looks like, and then before I put it in the freezer. Okay, you guys, so as I said, I did my hamburger steak, I did my brown gravy, which it will thicken. Mine's pretty loose. It will thicken when I bake it. And yes, I used canned mushrooms because it's what I had. But it will freeze and thaw and recook just fine. I have my hamburger steak baked at 350 for 30 minutes. That's, of course, after it sat in my fridge for, overnight to the next day. Okay, I cannot get the lid to go on. Okay, anyway, you guys know how lids go on, right? Okay. So anyway, I'm going to get this sealed up. I've already let them cool to room temperature. Here are the other two. So we will have hamburger steak at some point here for supper. So I will talk to you guys soon.